This here is another episode of A Grain of Salt, and I am Wild Bill here with A Grain of Salt. And just kind of want to finish a thought about these guys, these false prophets and false teachers. You know, the New Testament calls them by many names. They are called false prophets. They are called false brothers. They are called false apostles. They are called false teachers in the New Testament. The New Testament even alludes to them as false Christs. False. You know, I think the Greek word is pseudo, if I'm not mistaken. Pseudo prophets, pseudo brothers, pseudo apostles. What does that mean? It means sham, liars, phonies. Today we might use the term charlatans. You know, no wonder the scribes and the Pharisees wanted to kill our Messiah. Because he blistered them. Man, he unmasked them. He looked at them in front of the crowd and called them what they were. I wonder if today Yeshua HaMashiach showed up. Boy, I'd love to have the front row seat. Wouldn't you? I wonder if he had unmasked these guys these days that are stealing from the people, devouring them, eating the flesh of the fat of the sheep, you know, tearing their hooves even to get the last pieces of meat out of their hooves. His people, you know. But there's always an audience for these guys, man. And it's going to get to be more and more. There are going to be more people in our day and in the days to come that are going to follow these guys. Oh yeah, the places are going to fill up. They're going to get to be to where it's absolutely, you know, they're going to have to build bigger buildings. They're just going to have to keep expanding because the people are going to come to hear these lies. It's the same as it was in Jeremiah's day. These guys prophesy falsely. They teach twisted doctrine, and my people love to have it so. They're going to heap them. Oh, keep it coming. Tell me something good. Don't tell me the truth. There's always an audience. You know why? John 8:45 says, because I speak the truth. I speak the truth. You do not hear me because you are not of God. Now, I know that's not everybody. There's a lot of people that are caught up in all that, but that's what I'm hoping to reach is his people, his sheep that he's known before the foundation of the world. He says that they will hear his voice and they will come to him and follow him to green pastures. And they'll take refuge in him. Jeremiah 5:31. We've said this and over again. The prophets prophesy falsely and my people love to have it so. Why do we have false prophets? Because people do not want to hear the truth. And because they love to have it so. 2 Timothy 4, people are going to not endure sound doctrine. They're going to heap to themselves teachers to tell them what they want to hear, to fulfill the desires of their flesh, the lust of their flesh. Ephesians 5 tells us that we should not let anyone deceive us with empty words, talking about false teachers. Colossians 2 says, see to it that no one takes you captive through philosophy, men's teachings, and empty deception. So, a false prophet is not called by God. So what is a false prophet? He is someone who is not called by God, and he does not have the message of God. He speaks out of his own imagination. Vanity. I mean, you've heard these guys. They'll talk to you for an hour about everything they got. You'll not hear one word about repentance. You'll not hear one word about judgment coming. You'll not hear one word about surrendering your life to the Messiah, you'll not hear one word about any of this. They're going to tell you what it takes to get your attention, which is the feel-good message. You tell me something good about me, I don't want to hear none of the truth. And twist it any way you want to. It's a pitiful thing. It's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. But maybe, just maybe, the one that's hearing these words, the disillusioned, the one that has believed lies, because there was one day I believed lies, more than one day, a bunch of them, and I followed after that. I mean, it doesn't matter if you follow after those lies and you had good intentions. It doesn't matter if you had bad intentions. The one who follows the false teachers and the false prophets will end up with the same judgment. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt.